We have breaking news coming in. There's big relief for Indians on the death row in Qatar. Vishnu Shom has the latest details. Let's go across to him. Vishnu, over to you.
Well, the verdict in the Dhara Global case in Qatar, details of this are coming in. Now, according to a statement by the External Affairs Ministry, remember, this is the case when there were 8 Indian naval officers, 1 a sailor, so 8 in total, who were on the death sentence, who were facing the death sentence in Qatar on charges of espionage. There has been a series of appeals which has happened, and this is the External Affairs Ministry statement. We have noted the verdict today of the Court of Appeal of Qatar in the Dhara Global case, in which the sentences have been reduced. The detailed judgment is awaited. We are in close touch with the legal team as well as the family members to decide on the next steps. Our ambassador to Qatar and other officials were present in the Court of Appeal today along with the family members. We've stood by them since the beginning of the matter, and we will continue to extend all consular and legal assistance. We will also continue to take up the matter with Qatari authorities. Due to the confidential and sensitive nature of the proceedings of this case, it would not be appropriate to make any further comment at this juncture. And that's a line we are going to stick to. But from information that we have received, and I will not get into those details right now, while the death sentence has been commuted, Parmeshwar, we believe that very substantial jail terms have been handed down to all 8 of those involved, ranging from just a few years to more than a couple of decades. Now, we are waiting to get more detail of this before we can actually share that with our viewers. But I think the big news now is that the death sentence will not take place against the Indian sailors, 1 sailor and 7 officers who had earlier been convicted on charges of espionage and were facing the death penalty in Qatar, where they were working for a company called Dhara Global, where they were training the Qatari Navy. Now, there's been an involvement of the government of India at various levels. The Prime Minister on the sidelines of the COP summit recently in Dubai, the climate summit in Dubai, had an opportunity of reaching out to the Emir of Qatar as well. Our ambassador has been actively involved, and now the process of appeals has gone through, and on the basis of that, the death penalty has been commuted. Now, what happens next in this case? Because I believe Qatar and India do have an agreement whereby those who face a jail term of a certain duration or in Qatar do have the option, if it is pursued, of actually facing that or serving that jail term in India. So whether that's going to be invoked or not, we don't know. But the details of this are that the death penalty has gone by, but has been commuted. But as I mentioned, what we are hearing is that the jail term which has been handed down is very, very substantial indeed.